In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on November 23, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. New Orleans Pelicans versus San Antonio Spurs. The New Orleans Pelicans look to hold on to first place in their division when they face their division rival, the San Antonio Spurs, on Wednesday. The Pelicans are 10-7 on the season, while the Spurs are 6-12. The Spurs took 3 of 5 games from the Pelicans last season. This is their first meeting this season. Looking at the betting trends, the Pelicans are 2-6 against the spread in their last 8 games following a win, 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 games against a team below .400, and 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. The Spurs are 9-3 against the spread in their last 12 home games, 14-5 against the spread in their last 19 games against a team with a winning record, and 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. Head-to-head, the under is 7-1 in the last 8 meetings overall, and the Pelicans are 1-8 against the spread in the last 9 meetings overall. The Pelicans have listed Trey Murphy as questionable for this one, while the Spurs are keeping an eye on Josh Richardson and Jakob Poeltl, who are both questionable. The Pelicans are clearly the team in better form in this matchup, and they barely broke a sweat in their blowout win over the depleted Warriors on Monday. The San Antonio Spurs not only lose at home by an average of 7 points, but they're losing their last 5 games by an average of 23 points while allowing 54.1% shooting from the field. It's a complete mess in San Antonio right now. The New Orleans Pelicans are slowly starting to come together, and they need wins like this to keep building confidence. The betting trends favor the Spurs, but the line just isn't long enough. So the New Orleans Pelicans to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. New Orleans' offense is so dynamic and quick that they can score a ton of points in a hurry. Along with that, San Antonio has a hard time defending, which will allow points to happen quickly, and when they are behind they will pick up the pace. Currently, the Pelicans play at a pace of 101.4, which ranks 19th, while the Spurs play at a pace of 103.7, which ranks 7th in the NBA. Along with that, in New Orleans' last 10 games they are averaging 225 points per game, which includes a game in Golden State scored just 83 points. San Antonio, meanwhile, is averaging 225 points per game. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Detroit Pistons versus Utah Jazz. The 3-15 Detroit Pistons will travel to Salt Lake City to take on the 12-7 Utah Jazz. The Pistons are 0-10 on the road this season and are currently riding a 7-game losing streak. As for the Jazz, they are 2-3 over their last 5 games, but are 6-1 in their 7 home games this season. This is game 1 of 2 games between these two this season. The Pistons are 3-7-1 against the spread in their last 11 road games. The Jazz are 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 home games and 9-4 against the spread in their last 13 games overall. The over is 5-1 in Pistons' last 7 overall. The over is 6-2 in Jazz last 8 overall. The Pistons are 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 meetings. The under is 7-1 in the last 8 meetings in Utah. The under is 11-4 in the last 15 meetings. The Pistons finally got off the mark on the road as they celebrated their first win of the season, beating the Denver Nuggets 110-108 at Ball Arena. It was a weird game overall, with the Nuggets getting back both Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic, and yet despite that they couldn't do much against the 4-15 Pistons. Bojan Bogdanovic and Alec Burks led the scoring with 22 and 21 points, but with that game now in the books, the Pistons head to Utah for a date with one of the elite teams in the West. The odds makers have Detroit as 11-point underdogs here. Their last 5 losses were by 8, 7, 5, 4 and 9 points, so they have been competitive despite all the losing. Utah did not play last night, so that means they get an extra day of rest here. They're coming off a 7-point loss against the Clippers on the road, which ended a mini 2-game win streak. At home, they are 6-1 this season, with the 4th best net rating of plus 9.3. Lauri Markkanen has finally put together a solid streak of games, scoring 25, 23, and 38 in his last 3 outings. He will be the main threat for the Pistons here. Utah has one major problem heading into this game, though. Their main point guard, Mike Conley, is still out with a knee injury. The Jazz have won 6 in a row at home versus Detroit, but the Pistons have been playing solid basketball lately. The 11-point spread sounds a bit too big for me here, especially since Detroit just beat the Nuggets at full strength on the road. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt here and back them to keep this game close. As good as the Jazz have been, this is way too much love. I'm not leaving 11 points on the table, so the Detroit Pistons to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Even without Conley, the Jazz scoring hasn't taken too much of a hit. They're averaging 122 points per game over their last 3 outings. Detroit isn't far behind with 114 points per game. What could push us over the total in tonight's game is the Pistons' defense, or the lack of one. In 2 of their last 3 games, they allowed 137 and 128 points versus the Kings and Lakers. You could argue that the Jazz are on par with those 2 teams as far as scoring goes. The total has gone over in 6 of 11 Pistons road games, and in 6 of 8 games overall for the Jazz. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Los Angeles Clippers versus Golden State Warriors. The Los Angeles Clippers and Golden State Warriors meet Wednesday in NBA action at the Chase Center. The Los Angeles Clippers have won 6 of their last 8 games. The Golden State Warriors have won 5 of their last 8 games. Looking at the betting trends, the Clippers are 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 road games, 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 games against a team with a losing record, and 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. The Warriors are 20-8 against the spread in their last 28 home games, 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 games following a loss of more than 10 points, and 5-12 against the spread in their last 17 games overall. Head-to-head, the under is 5-2 in the last 7 meetings overall, and the Clippers are 6-2 against the spread in the last 8 meetings in Golden State. The Clippers are going to be shorthanded here as Paul George, Luke Kennard, and Kawhi Leonard have all been ruled out, while the Warriors should have all their key players back in action after they were rested on Monday. The Los Angeles Clippers will be without Paul George and Leonard for this contest, which is why the line is what it is. And as bad as the Golden State Warriors have been defensively, they still win at home by an average of 10 points while allowing 42.3% shooting from the field. The Clippers come into this matchup as the team in better form, but they're banged up right now, while the Warriors are fully rested. It's hard to expect the Clippers to hang around here without their 2 best players. I believe that the Warriors bounce back from their embarrassing loss on Monday with a W at home, so the Golden State Warriors to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. In Golden State's last 4 home games, the total has gone under. In addition, the under is 5-2 in the last 7 meetings between the Warriors and Clippers, and 16-4 in Los Angeles' last 20 games overall. The Warriors are the NBA's fastest team, and the Clippers will try to slow things down all night. Los Angeles' best chance of beating the Warriors is to play tough defense for 48 minutes. The Clippers have allowed 106 or fewer points in 5 of their last 7 games, regardless of venue. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.